factory floor in Vietnam to hanging up in a Singapore store. The life cycle of a piece of fabric can be quite the journey, and it's typically not always been the most sustainable.
The textile industry is one of the most highly pollutive industries in the world, and it's also one of the most water-intensive ones. With the planet having finite resources and with the world population growing to 9.7 billion by 2050, it puts an impact on the resources as well as our environment and climate.
It's for this reason that H&M, the global fashion retailer, has taken a lead in moving towards a circular and climate-positive fashion industry. The retailer has pledged to have 100% of its materials be either recycled or sustainably sourced by 2030, and 30% recycled materials by next year. From the factory to the store, it prioritizes innovation not only in its retail solutions, but also sustainability and education. To begin this journey, let's start by looking at their factory in Vietnam.
To accelerate decarbonisation in this facility, we provide the technical support and financial solutions through our Green Fashion Initiative.
The GFI, as it's known, has a specific focus on climate and water. One of H&M's biggest challenges when creating a circular supply chain has been trying to move to renewable electricity rather than fossil fuels. This facility in Vietnam has received loans to transition from using coal to biomass. The GFI supported new and upgraded biomass boilers at the factory and also installed rooftop panels, further enhancing the use of renewable electricity sources. H&M works closely with suppliers to meet the company's target of using 100% renewable electricity by 2030, such as providing capacity building and making funding and technical support available to suppliers. H&M is one of the world's biggest fashion retailers, with a big ambition to make fashion more sustainable. To meet its targets, the company is using sustainable fibers such as organic cotton, recycled polyester, and tencel. It also invests heavily in research to identify and promote the use of sustainable chemical alternatives for dyeing. This all contributes to a much more sustainable process as garments make their way from the factory to the store.
I think customers in general have been very receptive towards knowing that at H&M we are able to provide them with more sustainable choices. So I think that's something that customers appreciate.
H&M's flagship store on Singapore's iconic Orchard Road may be a long way from the factory in Vietnam, but sustainability remains a priority here too. The building itself is the first in Southeast Asia to integrate iMesh, a sustainable textile material in its facade from a partner with a zero-waste philosophy. And inside, the company has a garment collecting program and has so far managed to collect over 800,000 kilograms of textiles in the Southeast Asian region. It prioritizes recycling these textiles back into new textiles, helping to create a circular production process. And the sustainability work certainly doesn't stop there.
We also have another program, another initiative that we've launched in Southeast Asia. So it's our Let's Reuse paper bag charge. It's an initiative where we charge 10 cents for a paper bag, of which the proceeds from the sales of this paper bag gets donated to a charity in each of our markets.
The company also works to educate consumers about the importance of sustainability. Not just the consumers of today, but tomorrow as well.
Green Hub, together with H&M, has launched the Zero Waste Schools and More program, where the aim of it is to educate students as well as the broader community of what it means to be more sustainable in their everyday life.
By 2030, H&M wants not just to have halved their carbon emissions, but doubled their sales revenue as well, to demonstrate to other multinational companies that sustainability and growth can go hand in hand.